have school?
Yes, anak. Why?
I'm just asking.
Why? Why? Be good at your school, okay? Remember, if you're good, you're gonna get what?
Thank you.
Wow. Really, Nightcrawler?
I'm gonna get Colossus.
Nintendo.
Can you show that? Show that.
Ari, dito kami. Ma-start pa ka mo?
What's Papa's name? Daddy?
Nga?
What's Papa's name?
Me. Why?
What's Papa's name?
Welcome to the NBA.
Nagsirado doon na palmi pa. Medway ka mong timing ang kapon ba? Ang? Ano pa yan? Basta wait.
On 2K Sport.
Share nyo ah.
The pass to Korkmaz, but they recover it. It's going to be over a bad. Not watching for the line.
Sa pa kayo, hindi makukulong si Bad Boys.
Yung ano?
Hey, what's up mga ka-Bad Boys? Ang saya-saya talaga dito sa Blues Club. So sa mga nagsasabi dyan na makukulong si Bad Boys, napakalabo niya. Kasi isipin mo naman, marami yung pera. Kuha ng online sabong ko and then see
Alongside Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce. This is
Playa.
Ryan Anderson. And with us today, the human encyclopedia of basketball, Bill Simmons. How about that credential?
That was great. Thanks, Brian. I will continue to be the human encyclopedia because the next generations of kids, they don't read anymore.
They don't
And
know.
while we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for DeAndre Jordan.
Unfortunately, we've seen his ability as a rebounder take a back seat these past few seasons. And I'd like to see him refocus on that element of his game. You can never have enough rebounds, in my opinion.
And the starting lineup for the Nets. Harris the 3 with Durant at the 4. Kyrie Irving out there with James Harden. And it's Jordan in at the 5. And for Los Angeles, George and Kawhi, the talented forward pair. Lou Williams out there with Patrick Beverly. And it's Ibaka in at the 5.
Hey.
Irving against Beverly.
Yung siya dami sa macho.
Back to George. From deep. That shot missing.
Dahil anong ka tungko-tungko man? Ang ka tungko-tungko ano naman? Ang kabutang sa babaw nga ran? Ang go under ano ran?
Settings, eh?
Bin settings.
Settings mo ba? Dalam? Dalam ba? Dalam ba, diba? Dalam ba? Dalawa kita. Sige, dalawa. Ayan. Dede, kabla. Start daw sa may controller settings.
Controller setting.
Dalam. Dalam ba? Sa may coaching, sa gameplay, coaching. Yan, yun ba?
Coach ethics. Yan na anak. Play vision na. Play vision display. Light lang. Tapos dalawang. Light lang. Offensive play vision. Dalawa. See, dalawa. Team communication. Team up.
Din yan.
Team communication yung iba na. See? Oh, na. Talito na.
Pre.
Here's Jordan. Looking at the numbers, he's putting up 7 points a game. And that's
Matcha.
Well, he did it in San Antonio, Candace. He did it in Toronto. Kawhi Leonard has proven he's a champion. He's an MVP Finals type of player that can take, I think, that winning attitude and bring it to the Clippers. Do you?
I definitely believe so. There's not many players that can go to an organization and within that year transform them into a championship team. And he did that with the Toronto Raptors. We've seen the benefit from that. Obviously with San Antonio, that benefit. I do believe we can do that here with the Clippers. I think that it's going to take some time. Chemistry takes a couple of years to build.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The front court spots filled by Harrison Durant. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Jordan in at the 5. Now here's Beverly. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. Leonard with a screen on Irving. Kicks it out to Leonard. Looking for Beverly. He gets it there. That's good. And it's Leonard with the assist.
Tremendous focus from the little man, Patrick Beverly there.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Brooklyn Nets. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Jordan, the pass to Harden.
Better.
For 2.
Yeah, that's a good way to start the game. Nice inside bucket right there.
And here is Williams. His last outing, he had 18 points. And the NBA has created an instant replay command center in Secaucus, New Jersey, but the review still lies with the officials on the court. For now, Candace, I always wonder, should they have let the review center handle those as well?
I'm a big believer in the speeding up the game. It takes so long for the officials to go to the table, to review, to look at it. I believe Secaucus could get it done at the command center a lot faster than the rest of them.
Here's Durant, and finished by Beatty.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. George against Harris. Nobody near Leonard. Jordan with the rebound.
Wide open, and still, surprisingly, he wasn't able to cash in.
Martin left side.
Ay,
He's got to
no.
be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Williams gets the Jordan. No good with the triple. Last game for Brooklyn, it was a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. And in the NBA, Candace, we're seeing the move to positionless basketball. Pace and space and such fluid motion on the offensive side. How much are those changes happening at the women's level?
I believe they happened at the women's level a long time ago. Coming in, you know, it wasn't known for a 6'4" player, a 6'5" player to handle the ball and to be able to move and play in space. When I was coming up, it was like, you're going to stand by the basket and put it in. And now we're seeing the NCAA.
Class is driving, but you know Deadpool is lazy because he pressed on missions.
Oh, yeah?
So there's like a green screen with all of the missions, and now they have to go through all of it.
Fun to watch, you know that.
Fun to play, not just putting in layups, I'll tell you that.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
it is absolutely remarkable watching Harden draw contact. So effortless, so crafty, and so consistent, putting the defense in the box.
That free throw good from Harden. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Patrick Beverly. Off on the second.
Tatlo.
And he nails the third.
And you know, the beard continues to impress, continues to get better. And
Na-mintes ko ito yung kadawa pag inspirand ako.
every season. Now, I got a question though. How does he maintain the look of that beard?
Candace, aside from last season with the bubble, we've seen the WNBA steadily increase the number of regular season games. 28 to 32, 30 to 34, and this upcoming season, 36 games. You like all that change?
As a competitor, I love it. I love playing more games. There's more opportunity to go out on the court and get better, which is better to grab. I don't think it's an issue with scheduling or, when you're trying to fit a bunch of games into a small amount of time. You still get a number of practice days, so I'm all for increasing the games.
Now Irvin. Paul George missing from long range. Now here is Irvin. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And here's Harden for
Ay! Kaduwagin doon mo square. Wala ko.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Kevin Durant.
Nagawa.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Williams double team. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That is his first foul of the game.
Walu Kabro.
Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Williams. And then for Brooklyn, Freeze checked in for Durant.
Nice, man.
Cabarro comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Kyrie Irving.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
You know, one thing, Candace, with James Harden that other players have talked about, he has some of the best footwork that you'll ever see. And he works at it diligently. And you can just see him.
Good player mag-rebound dyan.
Honestly, I think that's the biggest takeaway for young players that are coming into the game. Is that, yes, you have to be fast and you have to be athletic, but you have to use your speed and quickness to your advantage. And James Harden has mastered footwork to the point where if you guess, you're going to guess wrong every time.
Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. And the Nets also making a change. Shamit's checked in. Kennard kicks to Batum. And again, no good by the Clippers. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nets, coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun.
Quick shot there. Puta, quick shot there. This green bay.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. The Clippers trail. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Oy, Kenardo. Kenardo, wide open.
Guys get going from the perimeter. Do not let them start getting open threes. It's a recipe for disaster. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the three ball is a big concern for any defense. Here's Brown after the Clippers pick up 2. Shot clock at 5. Jordan, the pass to Shamit. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 3 assists now in this one.
I like the setup there. Green with a really rock-solid pick.
Now here's Jackson. He's
Tama. Katararan na, Morris.
Morris with the bucket.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an edge.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long.
Nice.
Back and forth we go.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Outside Jordan. Shannon takes a 3. The offensive rebound. Jordan kicks to Brown. And James shot.
Yeah, Jordan is impressive. as a rebounder. He uses his massive body, athleticism, and long arms to wreak havoc on the glass.
Outside Jackson. Back to Batum. Inside.
Super cool.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Brooklyn trailing. 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Jordan. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Shannon. Into the lane. Oh, what a play!
Boy, always cool to see big guys dropping time.
Kennard balls. Paswerte lang niya Kennard balls.
As the first quarter comes to a close. Nets. And earlier we spoke with Kevin Durant about
it would be the best version of ourselves.
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. I mean, he's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. 7-4 for the Nets. The front court spot's filled by Harrison Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden, and it's Green in its center.
Boy, you look at Durant's resume. He's already accomplished most of the big individual honors. League MVP, Finals MVP, scoring champion.
And when rookies come into the WNBA, it's a quick turnaround, we know, from the college season, Candace. You won a 2008 title with Tennessee, and about a month later, made your rookie debut. I mean, there's not a lot of time here to catch your breath, is there?
Not a lot of time to catch your breath for sure, but I did enjoy the fact that I wasn't going to get all the way out of shape. You know, when you're young, you're able to kind of bounce back and tolerate the loss. So I think it was a fantastic year. 2008 was a fantastic year.
You know, they get it to Durant because they trust him. They've got great confidence in him finishing in the open court.
Brooklyn leading by 4. Back to Harden.
Hello, ma'am.
And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Papagas ka lang. Papagas ka lang.
Averaging about 24 points, 11 assists, and 6 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
A 3 from Leonard. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's at 6. And Candace, I know you had a basketball in your hands from a very early age. Talk about the love you had for the game.
Kevin, I love basketball. I grew up in a basketball family. My two brothers, I just wanted to do and be everything that they did and were. And many Saturdays, I was going along for the ride to the basketball court, just hoping that they would allow me to take a couple shots in the tournament game. So
and they were both older than you.
Yes, they were so much older than me, 8 and 11 years, and I was just their little sister that just wanted to play, to play with my older brothers.
Right. In the corner, George with it. Here we go. And then George with it.
George really enjoys being in the air. I mean, this guy has great body control with bounce, and his slams at times can be absolutely sick.
Martin outside. Here is Ibaka. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from his home run.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just got thinking. Now he faulted him. Given that may be, it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report. And here's Leonard from three. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Williams has got his fourth assist in this one. Irving double team. Taken away by Williams. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And that one's good.
Don't sleep on Williams' ability to create for others. That's a veteran play.
For the Clippers, he hits Zubac. He's checked in for Serge Ibaka. And it's the two for Williams. And then for Brooklyn, DeAndre Jordan comes in for Jeff Green. And Luwawu subbed in for Irving. There's Luwawu. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Candace, I've said this before, you are a natural in broadcasting. I'm assuming this is something you'd like to continue to do once your decorated playing career has come to a conclusion?
Well, Kevin, I really enjoy working in the studio. There's nothing like broadcasting a game. Broadcasting a game with you. My first game was with you broadcasting. I have so much respect for you and for what you continue to do. Your voice is somebody that I really turn up on the television. I hear it is definitely makes the game a lot better.
You are a natural because you're on the floor. My money's on you as a great broadcasting career. As it is, it's been on the floor. I really believe it.
Thank you so much.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. 4-point game. Passes it to Luwawu for three. And the Nets miss again. Now the Clippers with it. They've gone on a 2-1, not allowing much. And there's the pass to George. Bangs on the trifecta. George has got the lead up to 7 now for the Clippers.
Yeah, that's too good a look to get them from behind the arc.
Al Harden, great numbers on a nightly basis as they averages over 24 points a game. Pass to Luwawu. Trying to shoot. Jordan finds KD. Trying to come right back with the third. It's no good. On the wing, Jordan. A free ball. No good. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. With it. 26 points for him last game against Philadelphia.
And he also dominated the glass out there. He hit the boards hard and often.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas for 2. That's his first foul. Harden dishes to Jordan. Durant wide open. He fires. Offensive rebound. Nets. Tries again. And it's good on the way in. Durant's got 11.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Once is checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Luke Kennard comes in for George. And it's Jackson in for Patrick Beverly. Landry Shamet checked in for Brooklyn. Brown comes in for James Harden. Jackson has the open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jackson's got himself going with the triple. His first basket of the game. It is always great to get your insights. I wish we could do this more often.
Yeah, I wish we could do this more often. I have to. When I hang up the shoes, I'll definitely be at the table a lot.
We will welcome you with open arms. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Mark, you know, you think about Candace's incredible success as a player. She's not achieving that as a broadcaster.
Well, she's an achiever. She's a winner, a champion. And she approaches everything in that manner. So I'm not surprised about anything she puts her mind to. She's going to typically make happen. She doesn't coast at all. Great work ethic and personality and skill, and she's knocking it out of the park on the microphone too.
Offensive rebound. Outside Jackson. Frees it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
The East defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Durant attacking, and then Durant with the jam.
You know what the result's going to be when Durant makes a move to the bucket like that. Just a matter of how hard is he going to throw it down.
The two passes to Jackson.
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get movable. Teammate makes that kind of play.
And, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys to take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative to make something happen.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers in the driver's seat. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey folks, can't tell you, a pretty close game for the Clippers throughout the first quarter. They didn't get more than one possession. And it's just about time now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look they wanted. Well, you know what, guys? It's all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
Forward, you have George and Leonard. Beverly and Williams, the guard team. And it's Ibaka at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
Look at the footwork of James Harden. Arguably some of the best in the history of this league. And you know, Greg, he studied the greats. I mean, he loved Ginobili's Euro step and then added it to his own game. Now he's taking that to another level, and he's the one giving out the lesson. But you're right, that great strength, footwork, really outstanding. And the triples keep falling, guys. That's sweet. I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
And Harden punches it from deep. And it's good, assisting on the play with Jordan. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
They knew this was coming. Harden can't just let that last 3 go. Way too competitive for that. Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Looking at the basketball, just over a minute played so far. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
It's just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just
It's 3-10. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. It's his 3rd foul of the game. On defense for the Clippers. Outside Jordan. On D. A rebound by Ibaka. Ibaka's got his 4th rebound in this one. Williams finds George. Let's go number 2 for him. Green is checked in for Kevin Durant. Brooklyn's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Ibaka's got 5 rebounds tonight. He kicks it to Williams. Nice, mother. Jordan with the rebound. It's 3-10. Here is Irving. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Outside Jordan. Back to Irving. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks. And even under pressure in a close, I think they're still doing a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunity.
And he goes down to 2 points. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to all games be in the broadcast too?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. Because cable was just kind of coming on as I was Things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but man, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us. Went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV. We saw that.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Outside. Slammed by Jordan.
Harden will burn you when you overcommit and leave guys open. He's excellent at sensing when you're out of position.
And there's a ball on Patrick Beverly. That was getting his fourth foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Nicholas Batum, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Chris Brown comes in for James Harden. Here's Luwawu. He's been quiet so far, still no points in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic, and it's a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Ibaka, and he spins it in.
Leaving nothing for chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
Outside Irving. Kicks it to Green. Pass to Jordan. Banked in off the glass. Jordan's got 9.
The adjustments they've made offensively, putting guys in a position now to succeed.
Certainly been an impressive run. Finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Yeah, I love the court awareness wide there. Dependable and get in to his uncovered teammates.
And on our sideline, our reporter David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Since the Nets acquired Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, the franchise has gone from being an up-and-comer to a potential powerhouse in the East. That's necessitated changes on the bench and on the court. The Nets have added some new veterans. The time is now for Brooklyn to stand up and make its move in the East. Kevin, back to you.
We'll see how they do. David, thank you. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Lou Williams. Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Kevin Kelly's checked in. Leonard comes in for Morris. Paul George is checked in for Lou Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Jackson. He gets in there.
They've gone to him. He has come through big time. You gotta keep getting him touches.
Here's KD, and then Durant with the jam.
Durant's ability to score in a lot of different ways is huge, and he makes it look easy.
Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the top.
He just watches that one down with the fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. Guys, they're not backing off at all, Mark.
Around the pass to Durant. Launches a 3. Doesn't go either for Durant.
They're close to making the defense pay for the lax
And Leonard enjoys jamming it home. Got to keep him as far away from the hoop as possible.
Around the pass to Shannon. Outside Durant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers to ever play. And not the most prolific scorer, but perhaps the most talented. He's dangerous from any part of the floor.
Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Beverly wide open. A 3-pointer off the mark.
Nice. Want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
For Brooklyn, they have shot 70% from the free throw line tonight, 7 for 10. He's and he's good on the second. Clippers leading by 8. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game. And it's George finishing it off.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there, made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother.
And Katie's got the ball here for Brooklyn. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Detroit, and they'll face the Pistons. It'll be the third game of this 3-game road trip.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, I tell you what, the hole would be a lot deeper if he wasn't being as efficient as he's been so far.
Leonard on the wing. Leonard draws the double. Nobody near Jordan. That's good. He's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 3 assists now in this one.
That kind of awareness for George is really exceptional. Catching the defense flat-footed by rising up immediately on the catch.
Now through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Los Angeles. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
They're just true artistry right there. Thinking on where to go with the ball. Perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. 7-4 for the Nets. The front court spots filled by Harrison Durant. Harden out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's watching for the line that time. And here is Los Angeles now. Now here's Jackson. Kennard for 3. And that one is off.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Gordon outside. And he drives in with 3. Harris. He can't get that one. And the Clippers will come the other way. 2 wide open. He caught it. And it's off from 3-point range. That's trail by 12. Here's Durant. Let's see what the Brooklyn Nets have coming up. On Tuesday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons. And then on Wednesday, they'll head back home to host the Indiana Pacers.
And Kevin, this is going to be a very trying part of the schedule for them. More than a fair share of road games on the dock for the team, and have not had an easy time finding success away from home.
No good. Well, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And there's the whistle that's going to go on James Harden. Los Angeles will get a switch here. It's checked in. We're going about a minute and a half into the 4th quarter. Morris with the run.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
Irving kicks to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Shot is good in the Los Angeles lead. Step back down to 10 with the basket from James Harden.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. Pulls up for 3. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we reached the 4th quarter. Jackson misses. That's trail by 10. Irving attacking.
Nice.
He's good.
Good comeback at Bang.
To make it a 3-point play.
A great display of concentration and tenacity from Irving there. Fighting his way through contact, getting it up and down, plus the...
And the Clippers making a change here. A release checked in. Los Angeles leading by 7. And open shot for Morris. Drills the 3-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
And those triples sure do add up quickly, don't they? I mean, they've got to make some kind of adjustment here.
Nailed from 3-point land.
Right back at you, Durant motivated, but put it right in his opponent's face. No better way to do it than with the 3 of his own.
Irving with a clean look. Target with his 3.
And the shots just continue to say no and keep the ball.
Two with the three, and again, Los Angeles on triple.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
You're exactly right. I mean, those come back to bite you every time, just like it's biting them now.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Kevin Kelly's checked in. That's Kawhi Leonard in for Morris. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. He told the players, you guys are too talented to be playing this lackadaisical. Push the ball up the floor, get out on the break, and get to the fast break. As you see if we can get it done.
A deep three from George.
Bigyan mo ito na ba?
With the assist. George has got 14 points here in the second half.
12 straight points off of three-pointers from the D.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. We've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here's George for three. Leonard gets to George. And that bounds as the Nets gain possession. Here is Harden. And George missed the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
And the next
3 minutes pa.
in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the stripe.
George against Harden. Harris passes to Harden. Outside Durant. And then Durant with the chance.
The elevation from Durant should come as no surprise there. I mean, he's dangerous above the rim, and he can go way above it, too.
And there's the ball on Kyrie Irving. It's his first foul. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Every time I have a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game when they come out of this timeout.
And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
It's a take charge brand of basketball he's been playing tonight. His point total tells you all you need to know about just how good he's been. And once he got going, their game plan really became simple. Just get him the ball.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That will be foul number 5 on him. On defense, the Clippers. 13 points was the
Now, this is impressive. Durant showing you all of that creativity with that.
Clippers leading by 5. Here's George. And he swishes it right through. George has got 26.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
Jordan with a screen on George. Goes back up. And Jordan with the layup. And now he has a triple-double. 11 points, 10 assists, and 12 rebounds. Los Angeles has got 8 shots off from 3-point line in mid-half. Harden against George. Ball's not loose. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. And then Durant with the jam.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They've got to stay aggressive.
I think they will. I mean, they're close enough to taste it. They're going to keep that pressure on and keep coming at it.
And score now all evening. Harden's has top now in this quarter.
He's such a clutch shooter. He just lives for the big shot.
Hey, catch!
George way outside. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Call ka, call!
Williams is checked in for Los Angeles. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that.
Ball. Ay! Suti po, take nga, William.
Has a motor, shooting motion, clean, very efficient, and easy to go to.
Outside. coverage. Jordan kicks to Harden. 6 to shoot. And it's Harden shooting against him.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. On the range. From deep. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Now Irving.
Nice, pinagting ako.
That's his
Ah.
in the situation in Pepsi would have been the free throw line for 2. And that was a quick replay we just saw of our number one block.
Those games can boil down to who makes plays.
Boss Herbs.
That projection right there.
You know, what comes to mind first when you think of Irving?
Oh, Boss Herbs.
Rush hour tight, but also his dynamic ability as
Beverly Bulls.
This is what makes him
Where is Beverly? Where is Beverly?
through in these spots.
Beverly with the pass to Leonard.
So it's a scary something why we are arriving up like this.
It's a 4-something differential between the shot clock and game.
Hola. What's up there?
Irving with it. Outside. Shoots the 3.
Oh,
Serge Ibaka with the rebound. Outside, George.
Papa mo, George!
That will count.
Ay, ito na ako kalmado si George mo. Kalmado si George mo. Grabe mo malito sa ako lang dyan. Turok na pera oras. Ano yung mapang? Magistrata ni George mo. Sana sunod ka na daw. Ito nga nila kapunin. Rumay na. Sino ba yan? Bisa na tuloy ang kapunay. Dali lang, stop broadcast.